The amount of blood that was in my I don't know, I feel uncomfortable even making this video. I feel like this is so personal.
This is where I wanna be, nah, nah, nah. Never ever gonna leave, nah, nah, nah. You ain't gonna live for me. I'm like, nah, 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 nah.
What's up guys, long time no see. So I have been recovering from some kidney issues. That's why I haven't posted a video in a while. So today I thought I would just make a video just to check in with you guys, let you guys know how I've been and how my whole surgery experience went. About 7 years ago, I passed a gallstone. And when I passed that gallstone, I had to go and get a CAT scan just to see what was going on inside of me. And they discovered that I had a couple of kidney stones. I pretty much forgot I even had these kidney stones because they never gave me any pain. Fast forward 7 years, I woke up in the middle of the night like 2 months ago in excruciating pain. I woke up thinking that something inside of me had exploded. I did not know what was going on with me. All I knew was I was feeling this fire coming from my back, going all the way through to my stomach. And I had never felt any kind of pain like this in my life. I got myself into the hospital. They ended up keeping me overnight. They told me that I was passing a kidney stone. They did the scan. They said that the stone was stuck in my ureter. So basically you've got your 2 kidneys here, and then you've got this little 3mm tube that's called the ureter, which goes from your kidney to your bladder. And that's where all, your passes through. And it was stuck in the middle of that, and it was a lot bigger than that tube. So it was just stretching it all out. So they gave me pain medication and kept me overnight, and I just assumed that I was going to pass it while I was at the hospital. So a few weeks later, it still hadn't passed. I went to see a urologist, and we did another scan, and the stone was well and truly stuck in my ureter. It had moved a little bit, but it had nestled its way into this little bit where it was just completely stuck. And I was still experiencing pain for probably, I would say, the first month of it being in there. I'd have these little just like pain attacks, and then it would kind of, subside to a dull ache and then be really painful again. But as time went on, the pain sort of subsided and it just became stuck.
This is the stupidest idea yet. Stop it. Crikey, I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but
So the urologist put me on an emergency waiting list to go and have what's called a ureteroscopy. I think that's how you pronounce it, which is an operation that when he described this to me, I started really just praying, dear Lord, let this stone pass on its own, because this does not sound like fun. So basically what a ureteroscopy is they get like a wire type thing with a flashlight, a camera, and a laser on it. They do put you to sleep, and they go up your and go all the way up to where the stone is, and then they use this laser to blast it away. The hospital that I was booked in to get it done at actually lost my information, which made it another 2 weeks. So it was like another month after this appointment until I had the surgery. So finally I went in for surgery. My dad took me in. My dad is an absolute champ. Whenever I need him, he's always there. He is my role model of what a dad is supposed to be like. That's the type of dad I'm trying to be for my kids. Hopefully they never have to go through this though. I was feeling incredibly anxious. I think any man knowing something is going up your junk is going to be absolutely incredibly anxious. I'm getting feeling funny just thinking about it now. I met the anaesthetist, and he was actually a really cool guy. We got quite comfortable. We were cracking jokes together, which was lightening the mood. And then all of a sudden he puts this needle in me and he says, now this is fentanyl. Prince really liked this one. And then all of a sudden I'm thinking in my head, wait, Prince OD'd on this. I don't want to hear that. And then he gives me this other one. He's like, and this was Michael Jackson's favorite drug. And that was the last thing that I heard before I went to sleep. I just remember thinking, wait, hold up. And when I woke up, I was in agony. My was on fire. After they do this procedure, they leave inside of you what's called a stent. So a stent is this rubber tube that opens up the passage to your bladder more to allow all of the particles to pass through. And that stent ends up feeling like the same pain that I was feeling from passing the kidney stone before, because it was stretching that small tube right out. The amount of blood that was in my I don't know, I feel uncomfortable even making this video. I feel like this is so personal, and I'm gonna keep going. So the experience of peeing this much blood has now given me a newfound appreciation of what women have to go through every single month. I don't know how you guys do it. I mean, I don't know if the feeling's a bit different, but just seeing all that blood coming out of me was such a confronting experience. And this lasted for just over a week. Every time I went to the toilet, it would just be blood and pain. First 3 days, I was so scared of going to the toilet, and the problem was I needed to keep drinking a lot of water to stop the blood from clotting. So I needed to be drinking a lot and going to the toilet a lot, and it was not fun. I would not recommend this to anyone unless you need to get it done, and I would recommend you do it, because obviously you've got to. But and again, why would you do this if you didn't need to get it done, Jamie? I remember getting wheeled out on a wheelchair, and every little bump just felt like I was being beaten. Oh, yeah. My dad took the week off work, and my mum came down, and they took care of me for the week, just did absolutely everything for me. I appreciate them so much. By day 5, I had to go back to hospital to get the stent out. Now, what's crazy to me is if you are a public patient, this is a procedure that they do while you're awake. They do the same thing all over again. It's just a shorter procedure. So the first procedure that I had with the laser lasted about an hour. They were up there for a solid hour getting rid of it. And the second procedure, they say, only lasts 5 minutes. And so that's why they don't put you to sleep. They just kind of expect you to grin and bear it. I end up spending $3,000 to be put to sleep and have it done at a private hospital, because I was way too chicken to be wide awake while somebody gets this wire and puts it up me and then yanks this tube out of me. I woke up once again in excruciating pain. They gave me some really heavy drugs to counteract that pain, which actually really helped, but they made me so loopy. Very happy, kind of emotional as well. I've just been telling the nurses all about my kids. They're probably sick of hearing about them. I've just been telling them just all these stories. I'm just so excited to see the girls later on. But yeah, for some reason, this medication has just made me really happy and emotional. But yeah, everything was looking good, they said. I'm just waiting to go to the bathroom, and I'm scared of that. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, I'm doing okay. I got through it. I was telling the nurses just how excited I was to see them, and I was like nearly sobbing. I was so out of it on this pain medication that they had given me. It was crazy. I came home, was in pain for about another 2 days. And then after that, I just woke up and I was better. Like, I just felt great. And it's been a few days since, and I felt really, really great. Unfortunately, I do need to go and have another kidney stone removed and go through this all over again. So basically I have another kidney stone at the top of my kidney, and they said that they were going to try and get it with the first operation, but they said if there was too much bleeding that they would have to stop and they would have to do another procedure to get that one. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get it. So the next one, I don't know when I'm having that surgery, because that stone isn't actually giving me any trouble at the moment, but it eventually probably will. The next one, they're gonna have to do a different procedure where they blast it, like they blast it with like shock waves. And then I believe I'll still have to get the stent again, but it won't be as bad as this first one was, I believe. I hope. That is my whole kidney stone removal procedure. I'm gonna try and post some new vlogs soon. Honestly, I've been going through a lot of creative block and burnout lately as well. This move has truthfully been pretty hard on me. Where I live now is very, very far away from where I did before. And there's not a lot to do down here. So I start thinking, what am I gonna vlog about today? What could I do? What could I do that's outside of the house? Essentially starting from scratch again with this move. And my parents kind of having to do the same thing as well. It's hard for them being so far away from the girls. So my mum is actually been applying for houses down here. You know, obviously I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to help them out with that as well, because it's not gonna be cheap. So, you know, it's definitely been an experience, but getting through it, and it's just all part of the journey. If you like today's video, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I'm sorry it wasn't really a interesting vlog. I just wanted to update you guys on how I've been and what's been going on with me, and let me know in the comments what's been going on with you. How have you guys been? Because I always love hearing from you guys. And yeah, see you soon with a proper vlog, I promise. Bye.